Warning, spoilers are in this episode of Geek Nation Podcast. Geek discretion is advised.
What's up, Geek Nation? Dopest Geek here.
Rocky here.
And man, today we are going to talk about episode 1 of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. And man, right off the back, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, same. I actually really enjoyed the first episode.
Man, but man, it's so much to unpack because there's some stuff that slipped in there. So right off the top, let's go ahead and go back to back. So what like our favorite moments, and then we're gonna just go through the whole thing. So so what was your favorite moment so far?
My favorite part, I ain't gonna even lie to you. It had to be the after credit. That was funny.
Yo, no, because that's been a big thing. Is Steve Rogers a virgin? And dang, and I really think, because actually part of me felt like he was, and I was like, dang, man, homeboy went through all that, ain't get nothing. But dang, and it was with one of them little girls too. One of them USO tour?
Yeah.
But I want to say my favorite part had to be when she was like learning her powers, learning like what it's like to be a Hulk and things like that. But other than that, I mean, that was, man, that actually this show, I always knew this show was going to be incredible. But right off the bat, the CGI looked great. I personally didn't even because the thing about CGI is like it's really hard to do. I won't say really hard. CGI is noticeable when the character is in like daylight, but when they're usually like in darker spaces and stuff like that. Like, first of all, like Hulk, like Smart Hulk look great. Like, he looks dope. Like, sometimes I completely forget the fact that he's a 7-foot CGI character. But other than that, I mean, She-Hulk, she looked amazing. She looked, man. There's sometimes that, but like I said, it was the times when she was like in the dark. Because another thing is, she's a woman. She's a fairer green than Hulk. She's a lighter green than Hulk.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But other than that, I mean, I think it was pretty. It looked really great.
Yeah, and I know a lot of fans had their opinions so quick, like when the trailers first came out. But I'd be like. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all realize Marvel has done this countless times. Like, they work on the CGI over time, so the way it looks in the trailer is not the final look. It's like they're still editing stuff. But I'll definitely agree with you. Smart Hulk looked great in this week episode of She-Hulk.
Still don't like Smart Hulk, but he did look great.
yeah.
You know what? I really thought he was going to Hulk out. I really thought he was like, okay, like, Hulk is going to come out. Like, Hulk is going to come out and he's going to do his thing. And like, yo, he about to beat her ass. And I was just waiting for it too. But it was.
I think it's cool. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, so basically, She-Hulk and Hulk got into a fight. But it's the way that she beat Hulk that I like. Now, a lot of boys, boys, because it's not even men who will have that type of opinion. They're going to be butthurt that She-Hulk beat Hulk. But the way she did it was so smart. And it's like her own version. Because Hulk's mask like sends people flying.
Yeah.
Hers messes up people's ears.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I feel like because they were saying a lot of things that she was better than Hulk at, and I want to say that's like a comic accurate thing too. It's like she is a better Hulk because, one, she's able to she has full consciousness. There is no other Hulk. It's her. Like, she is Jennifer Walters that is strong, green, and over 7 feet tall. Like, it's her.
And on top of that, it's like she's also a female. Mm-hmm. Females know how to like control their emotions better. They like in this world they just got to.
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
Sense.
They have to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it made sense as to why she could do it so quick. She said it like in the first. She says it in the first episode. That's like every factor of just being a woman. So it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. Other than that, man, the first episode was really good, man. But we are about to go ahead and start getting into spoiler territory. I don't think there's really not a lot to spoil. Nothing crazy happened. But just so you guys know, we are about to start talking about spoilers. We are going to start getting into more stuff. So you haven't seen an episode, click out, stop listening, go watch this amazing first episode of She-Hulk. I know you texted me this morning saying this is the best first episode of any Disney Plus show that we've got.
Do you agree?
I agree. I definitely agree. I think this show is going to be amazing. Definitely.
Yeah, because I was definitely entertained from beginning to end. Yeah. And I know everybody says, hey, the first episode to a Marvel Disney Plus show is the best one, but it just seems like it's getting more entertaining because no disrespect to Moon Knight. I loved Moon Knight. Isn't Moon Knight the last Disney Plus show we got?
I think it was no, it was Miss Marvel. Moon Knight was before.
Okay, well, Moon Knight wasn't that interesting of a first episode. Watching back now is kind of cool, but you know what we wanted to see.
You know, I was just saying because like this first episode, it got into the nitty gritty. It didn't take 3 episodes for her to finally be She-Hulk. You know?
Yeah, she just summarized how it happened. I thought that was cool because I was gonna say you didn't really have to know her origin story, but the way they did it is like y'all could really do this for any Marvel show. Like,
right.
So the fact that they got into it in this first episode was like her like training to handle that is so cool, and that's why it made it so interesting from the jump. Because I thought when I first watched the beginning of the episode, I thought Bruce was gonna pick her up from her job, and then that's how it was gonna happen. But no, she was like, yes, because she was like, Hulk out. So her friend was like, Hulk out. I thought that was just like a joke since Bruce is her cousin.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah, I didn't think, oh, she's already Hulk. So I thought that was cool. And she looked at the camera and said, let me go back a couple of days or months, whatever it was, and tell y'all how this happened. And it was so cool. It lasted like maybe about, I mean, the whole episode was the flashback within itself. But in terms of the origin story was like 3 minutes tops.
Yeah, and I would say, and remind me again, because this is the part I did forget. What was she doing with Bruce anyway? Like, what were they doing?
A family trip.
It was just a family trip? Okay, so it was just a family trip.
Like a road trip.
Now, the thing is that I wonder if anybody's going to catch this, because Hulk kind of like, he said it, and he kind of like brushed it off like, okay, that's another problem for another day. So that spaceship, because I'm like, okay, that spaceship looked very familiar. And I remember we was talking about this, and he said that was like a Sicarian like ship. And he said it's probably trying to deliver a message to me, but I'll worry about that later or something like that. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. And
it just kind of blew it off.
That.
Yeah, you can't just blow past that. What they got to tell you?
Maybe it got something to do with Hulk. Because we know, we know that in Thor Ragnarok, that's where he was at for like 2 years. And we know some of that is like from Planet Hulk. So we've been getting rumors that Warbreaker?
Well, it's World War Hulk.
Yeah, so we know that ties all the way back into Planet Hulk. So,
or Planet Hulk. It's one of the two. Because Planet Hulk, World War Hulk is a sequel to Planet Hulk. So,
yeah. And they basically did Planet Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. We just didn't get the other side of it. I think it would have been amazing, though.
You know, it would be so crazy if we did get a World War Hulk, and that's like kind of like Multiverse of Madness. Like, we get to see our hero in the antagonist position position, you know, kind of like how they did Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch was the antagonist, even though she was corrupted by the Darkhold or whatever. You know, we get to see Hulk consumed by his rage, you know?
And I think
things like that.
And if they do it, I would love for She-Hulk to be involved. Because this episode their relationship in this first episode was great. So Bruce is constantly telling her the struggles of what it is to be Hulk. Like, he's saying what he doesn't like about it, what he had to go through. So I think it'd be cool for something like World War Hulk or Warbreaker Hulk, whatever the name, I keep butchering it, to happen. And then, like, you have her try to, like, put some sense into his head, and then they fight off. I think that'd be, like, a cool, kind of, like, emotional scene if they ever do it.
Right. And yeah, I think that's dope. But all right, but we're digging into too much into the future. Let's get back on this episode because, like I said, this first episode was amazing. So we're seeing them. So he's trying to explain to her, like, what it's like. Hey, you have these powers, kind of like. You know what I almost thought he was going to say? Like, with great power comes great responsibility. I was like, thank God they didn't say that. But at the same time, yeah, I felt like that was happening. But you just can't be a Hulk and just walk around and act like nothing. Like, now you have a responsibility, and plus you are able to manage it better than I can. Right off the bat. Yeah, no, yeah. You gotta, you're a superhero. Like, that's what you're going to be. People are going to be looking up to you, looking for you. Now, another thing I would say that. I wouldn't say I dislike this part, but this is the part the whole car wreck part. So they get into this car wreck. And so originally in the comics, and I'm not saying like, oh, they just have to, everything got to be comic accurate. I just think it happened so quick. And I don't know, it just kind of caught me off guard. But, in the comics, she got shot. She got shot in like this gang, this gang she was going against in court. She got shot and Bruce had to do a blood transfusion. In this show, they got into a car wreck. So that ship got, made them crash, and they both were like bleeding a lot. And so when she was trying to save Bruce, his blood dripped into her blood, which is how she ended up getting, Hulk powers. So I thought that was like really crazy. Like, I liked how fast it was. Like, okay, we didn't have to drag for the rest of this episode of like, oh, she's getting Hulk powers. It happened quick. Like, she was Hulk. She was already Hulk for the first like 10 minutes off the rip. Which again, I like. Which I like is just, I just wish we had a little bit more. But again, that's just me nitpicking. That's me trying to find something that I didn't really. Not that I didn't like it. It's like I said, I probably will grow to appreciate it as the season goes on. But other than that, yeah, no, this was a pretty fast-paced origin story, pretty much. And I think I don't even say an origin story. I mean, I guess technically this is still kind of her origin story, but how it all happened, it happened so quick.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I said, this first episode was just so entertaining. Like, yeah, I didn't feel bored at all watching this episode.
Yeah, no, it definitely was not boring. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely entertaining. And I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning when they were talking about how they were going over how they were gonna do stuff in the courtroom, I smooth thought we was gonna get Charlie Cox from the jump. I like, dang, already. Right. They were like slowly panning over the courtroom. I
thought that too. Yeah, I thought that too. I'm about to say, all right, if we get okay, now they can't do too much for us. Finish it, man. We get Charlie Cox the first episode, golly, right off the rip. Oh, God.
Slow down.
All right, y'all giving us way too much. Feed us little by little. But yeah, dude. Definitely. What else happened in this episode? I know, there was like the training montage, but that was it. They got into a fight. No, how can I forget about that? Yeah, they got into a fight. So. Now, here's the thing, everybody. Before we get onto it, we have to understand Smart Hulk is not the same as regular Hulk, okay? We all know Smart Hulk is the weakest Hulk. Like, he always been the weakest Hulk, even though they kind of, she did put up a fight. We can't really sit here and get butthurt saying that She-Hulk beat Hulk, because at the same time, it's Smart Hulk. Smart Hulk is, even though he's strong, he's not like the strongest. But no, that fight was pretty dope. Get to definitely see her square up, and it's like I said, this is the first episide. Get to see her square up with Hulk. Who knows? Maybe she gonna have to take down World Breaker Hulk. Whenever like in the comics. But man, dude, that fight was awesome. But no, I thought he was gonna Hulk out on that one too. I thought he was gonna Hulk out
because he was yelling a lot, like he was about to do it.
Man, they both were. And I thought it was crazy that she was like, she had like a, it appears she had like a savage side, but she don't. It was really her.
Yeah, but that happened like the first couple of times she transformed.
Yeah, and she was just like yelling. I was like, golly, that is so sexy.
I just thought it was so cool. Just like how quick she just managed to do stuff. Like, he was like insanely quick. Like, she didn't even have to try. Yeah. But I just thought it was so cool. And like, the more I watch it, it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's only so much I can say going forward with the show, but I'm looking forward to what the rest of the show has. But back to the fight. Hulk straight up smart Hulk. Bruce Banner straight up believes in equal rights, equal fights. He did not hesitate to fight his cousin at all.
Yeah, and I get it, because he's like, yo, like, you're a Hulk, like. His relationship with Hulk, which is something like, man, Hulk needs another chance at a movie, y'all. Hulk needs a movie, guys. And his relationship with Hulk is so different than how her Hulk is, to the point that, he admit that he was jealous. He's like, yo, like, this thing I had with Hulk is like a 15-year battle.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're ever gonna do this story, but like in the comic books, Hulk, the reason why he had like this trouble with trying to balance Hulk and Bruce Banner has something to do with like his split personality that he got from his dad abusing him. And so obviously she didn't have to deal with that. Now, are they going to go that route in the MCU? Not sure. But because I actually saw Straw Hat Goofy's video, I forgot it happened, but I also you ever know something, but then somebody brings it to your attention again, you be like, all right, that did happen.
Yeah. Well,
so he was talking in the video like how the reason why it may have been harder for Bruce is because he had split personality disorder, and he got that from his dad abusing him a lot. So like Joe Fixit and all that was all his like split personalities in a way. So are they ever going to go that route? I highly doubt it. I doubt we're going to get a Joe Fixit. I doubt we're going to get any of that.
So bad. Joe Fixit, that would be lit.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that'd be like a cool episode, but I don't think they're gonna do it, only because we already got that with Moon Knight. I feel like they're just not gonna bring that up, and that's totally cool because ain't nobody know it until like somebody has said it. But yeah, that fight went hard. Like I said, like we said earlier, with the Hulk smash, I find it so cool how she did her, because at first she was doing, I'm like, that's not working.
Yeah,
so she kept doing it, and then,
like a damn monkey. You ever seen like them little clapping monkeys? That's exactly what they look like.
And the more she started doing it, she realized it was like doing something. So I think it's cool that she has a variation of it.
Bro, she was so fine. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That whole time,
CGI baddie.
CGI baddie. Is that gonna be our thing? CGI baddies now.
Yep,
she's
CGI
the first
baddie.
So yeah, man. Comment below who's a CGI baddie. Who's the baddest CGI baddie other than She-Hulk. She-Hulk's my number one CGI baddie right now.
CGI baddie.
CGI baddie. Can I think of anybody else? We're gonna have to make a list. CGI baddies.
Hey, Geek Nation. Hey, we about to make a video called CGI Baddies Top 10.
CGI baddies. Yeah, top 10 CGI baddies. Avatar, the Avatar ladies, them on mine.
So, I'm definitely getting into CGI.
Yeah, bro. Yo, we got CGI baddies, baby.
They did choose a very beautiful actress to play.
See, and I don't know a lot about that actress, so
I don't either. Like I said, just recently I just started to see like some of her acting clips on like TikTok and all.
Ain't it weird that when you see like a new actor, especially like in Marvel, all of a sudden you realize they're in like everything, and like I'm like, man, you start to see like a lot of their stuff, like Icarus. Like apparently, like he was on I want to say he was like Game of Thrones, but I've seen him like in a whole bunch of other stuff.
After he was announced to be
Icarus, and and I didn't watch Game of Thrones and things like that. Like I'm gonna watch that sooner or later, but
it was kind of like that with Tom Holland too, because like I did not know who Tom Holland was at all. But as soon as I like, oh, he played, because I saw the movie before, but the movie I just don't know the name of it, but it was a movie he played in with Chris Hemsworth. And I was like, he sure was in that movie.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's just crazy how that works. That's gonna be me one day.
No, show enough, man. Show enough. All right, so they get into the fight, and so who would you say won that fight? Was there a definite winner, or are they just kind of like this? They just sat there. I think it was like a tie, right? There wasn't really no like winner.
I feel like it was a tie for the most part, but She-Hulk had the upper hand towards the end. Like she flat out had him on the ground. And then that's when the fight ended. So I guess I would say She-Hulk won that. Man.
And that was...
Again, it's not the same as regular Hulk. That's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game.
I'm not saying she can't hang with regular Hulk. I'm just saying the fight would have been definitely different. Like, not saying she would have lost, not saying she would have won, but it definitely would have been a harder fight overall.
Man, I just want to see. I don't know. I want my Hulk back. That's what I know. I want my Hulk back.
I feel like they gonna hint to something, bro. Like, apparently this show, like, I heard people say that Bruce is gonna be in like only 3 episodes. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't need to see Bruce every episode. It's not his show, but. Mm-hmm. I hope they do hint at something for the future of Hulk.
Because if you notice in the credits, it says guest starring Mark Ruffalo. So he's a guest. So he's not like he's a character in the movie, but it's weird that they put him in guest. So yeah, he definitely won't be in every episode. So, man, so I'll be like this. What do you feel like She-Hulk is doing? Like, what do you think She-Hulk is like? For what we've seen so far, what are we going to get out of She-Hulk? Or, what is she going to introduce? Like, I don't know, obviously our top guess is going to be, World War Hulk or Planet Hulk of some sort. Probably World War Hulk. 'Cause I guess Ragnarok was supposed to be Planet Hulk, but World War Hulk of some sort. What you think?
I honestly do not know. I feel like if they're hinting at anything, it's possibly an A-Force movie.
A-Force, okay.
I mean, they haven't said anything. They haven't said anything in particular. Oh, it's going to be a Avenger girl team. But it's like, wasn't she the leader of A-Force? Because she was always in the front.
I guess. I don't know a lot about A-Force. I know A-Force as a team.
I got to look into it. But I know majority of the time when I see A-Force, she's like front and center. So they could be hinting at that. It could be introducing a lot of stuff because she's supposed to be defending a bunch of superheroes, so can't really say much based off the first episode, but going forward she could be hinting at something huge for the future of the MCU. I just can't call it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and I don't think it's going to be anything like Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty. I mean, at least that's what it doesn't seem like it to me. Another thing I can't wait to figure out what we got going on in terms of Ghost Rider or Johnny Blaze. Whatever episode that's going to be.
A lot of people don't remember that. But we talked about it. Okay, you guys. I'm just going to say it. We did a video the other day. It did not work.
It did not work out.
So we mentioned it. We mentioned it in that video. So that video was cut, and it was like an hour long podcast. So I'm kind of happy that it was cut out because it was too long. Mm-hmm. But if you guys had watched the She-Hulk trailer or like a special clip, you see Wong hop into like this stage, and there's like a picture to the bottom left corner, and it says Johnny Blaze, I believe. So they could be hinting at Ghost Rider or just Johnny Blaze the character. So see how that goes. Yeah. So like I said, they said it's gonna be a lot of superheroes in this show, so it could be hinting at a lot of stuff.
Man, who needs an attorney right now? That's what we want to. So I mean, obviously we saw like Frogman, but who would need an attorney right now? Like, think of anybody that's just like, yo, like this person, like this homie messed up.
Loki, Daredevil may mess up. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Wanda need a damn lawyer.
You know what's funny?
Wanda need a lawyer.
It's funny that you say that because I'm trying to remember if it was the actress that plays She-Hulk or is it like the writer of She-Hulk. But no, I think it was the actress. She actually said she would want to defend Wanda, and I was like, I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna lie. What is there to defend? I just feel like there's nothing to defend. Now in that same video, people argued it. A lot of people argued it. I just don't see what you can possibly defend. Like,
I mean, really, she was trying to get her kids. She was consumed by the Darkhold, Yeah,
and I saw a comment like that. It was like, bro,
really her fault.
Her kid. Yeah, bro. I mean, and I saw a video like that, and it was saying, somebody said her kids weren't even real, and then somebody said it was real. Monica flat out said that everything in the vortex or like the shield was real. I said, I don't remember that being said. I have to rewatch it. Man, but I don't remember her saying everything was real. But I don't know how you get out of that. I mean, could she really get in trouble? Because it was what she did. Like, she did damage, but it was in a different multiverse.
Can you? That's a good question. Because can you imagine like walking in the Avengers compound, being Wanda, and be like, "Bitch, where you been?" No, but man, that's a good question. Like, can you? I mean, she technically, yeah. I mean, it wasn't done on Earth. So you think? So I put like this. So you think you can go to another multiverse, act the damn fool, and just come back?
I mean, bro, what they gonna do? You ain't building there yet, bro. What
like, think about it, bro. Like, think about it that you have the ability to get into your own body in another multiverse, and you do like something wild. Like,
all I know is I ruined my other universe life. That's all I know. I didn't ruin my life.
Yeah, it wasn't me,
bro. Bro, it was so funny, bro. Somebody said, bro, this should have been the end of Multiverse and Man. It was like a little animation clip. You hear a knock on Wanda's door, and it's the Fantastic Four and it's X-Men. They say, yeah, we got a problem. I said,
we about to roll up. Oh, they about to jump her, bro. Bro. Can you imagine? Yo, she ruined that. She ruined her life. And thing is, she went home too. She literally like stepped out of it. I know this just became a Multiverse of Madness episode, but she literally went home. She didn't freak out or anything. She was like, oh my God. And just like left.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, nah. But nah. Yeah, but when we going back, so yeah, you're right. So it wouldn't be a reason to defend. Well, I don't know.
I mean, she did kill people in her universe, technically. Mm-hmm. At that little place where Doctor Strange and Wong was at. But do the government even know about them people? Because if they don't, it's like it don't matter. I highly doubt. Superheroes are snitches, but they're not snitches.
Yeah,
I don't think Doctor Strange straight up went to the cops and said, "Hey, bro, this girl just bodied my whole team. I need you to lock her up."
Be like, yo, she just attacked my.
Bro, I know, I know superheroes don't rock like that.
Can you imagine?
They only do it.
Be like, what you telling me for? You're Doctor Strange.
Yeah, like, what am I gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
So the cop gonna be like, so you're telling me, yeah, bro. The cop gonna be like, so you're telling me you couldn't take her on, and you want me to go try to put her in handcuffs? You can keep that.
Even say you can keep that, son. Nah, dog, bro. That's crazy. So I'm trying to figure out like who else. I mean, I don't know. It might be nobody else. Like, you know, because we saw Wong. Wong is in the show, so Wong been busting your boy out to do these
They probably gonna have her defend them.
Probably. Oh man, I cannot wait to get an Abomination Build-A-Figure, bro. Well, Abomination figure. I hope it's not a Build-A-Figure. But
yeah, I hope not either. But there's nothing else for us to really talk about in terms of the first episode. So if you were to give it a 1 out of 10,
I was just about to tell you, man, I'll give this man, I'll give it a 9.5.
9.5?
I'll give it a 9.5.
I'll give it a 9.
I give it a 9. Only thing is, I feel like it was a little, even though yes, everything like literally hit the ground running, but it was a little bit too fast. That's what I felt like. It's just a smidge too fast.
And I think it's because of the show runtime. The episode was only 37 minutes, and it wasn't even really 37 minutes.
I know it felt short.
Yeah, because you got to think about the whole after credits, like the names rolling and all that. That's like 3 minutes within itself. So it was really like 32, 30, 33-ish minutes. So it's like a whole episode.
But yeah, hands down, this is going to be one of the best Disney Plus shows so far.
Yeah, everybody's hating on it.
I can already tell.
Oh yeah, facts. I definitely think it's going to be like I wasn't expecting She-Hulk to be my favorite first episode.
If you don't like She-Hulk, you probably don't like women. I'll say that.
Probably. Now if you give out valid reasons, that's different. But if you tell me you don't like this show and you don't give me no reason,
if you blame it on CGI, then yeah, you got bigger problems, buddy.
I feel like if you didn't like it off the rip, like as soon as they announced you like we don't need this show, blah blah blah. Why do you feel like we don't need this show?
I wonder if they're going to give her like a little bit more a flirty personality because they over sexualized the mess out of She-Hulk. Like when she first came on the scene,
she's like on the Tinder app and everything.
Yeah. And I don't know, they over-sex. Like, I don't know. And not like I want them to, but at the same time, I was just like, man, I wonder if they are, you know. I mean,
she's just a CGI baddie. I don't know what much you can ask for.
CGI baddie. I don't know. CGI baddie. Oh boy, but
cause I tell you, cause they do it in the comic books too.
What you about the? Ooh, I forgot you had that, bro. Actually, speaking of CGI baddies, so let's take a look at the Marvel Legend She-Hulk. That they've already revealed this already, but today it actually went on pre-order. So this is the Marvel Legend She-Hulk. Just got a couple slides. So the face sculpt looked absolutely amazing. It looks super dope. We see she's going to get double jointed arms, double jointed legs. This is part of that Disney Plus wave with the what's it called? Infinity Ultron or something like that. From What If?
Yeah. I don't even think she come with no better figure piece.
I can't wait. Oh yes, you do, because it comes with this come with that leg right there.
Oh yeah, that's from Infinity Ultron.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
Like she got some Adidas on, but hey,
I know, right? Better say that Adidas.
Yeah, I feel like my only gripe about it is the hair.
Oh, you think the hair is probably going to articulate? I mean, going to like mess up the articulation, hinder articulation. Yeah, hinder the articulation. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it'd be A1.
Yeah.
I have the She-Hulk action figure from the comics,
mm-hmm.
and I love that one. You didn't get it, but I love it.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't care for it because I want y'all see my shirt. I want this She-Hulk, this one right here. I want like a regular She-Hulk. I don't want that torn up one that she looked like she just like got done saving a building or something like that. I want like a She-Hulk in uniform because you know I'm a sucker for a woman in uniform. But yeah, no, she looks dope. I wish she would have came with a separate head sculpt. I wish she came with either like
her.
It does look like her. It looks just like her. They did really good.
I think that's one of the best
head sculpts. Yeah,
I've seen by far.
Yeah, it looks just like her. Like I can't even say the same for like Miss Marvel and like all the rest of that wave. But man, it's
I was really disappointed with that Miss Marvel Legend. Like like the articulation could have been better. But this one right here, like I'm very excited for this figure.
Man. But man, other than that, yeah, you got anything else you want to add about this episode before we end?
There's not much I can think about adding, but all I would say is it was a great first episode. I loved it. I may rewatch it actually. I am going to rewatch it. Funny, and it was enjoyable. I found it weird. Oh, let me bring that up. I found it crazy that that as a Hulk they can get as drunk as they want. I mean, they won't get drunk. That's a weird factor to add to the Hulk. I don't get why was that added, but
it's a metabolism thing.
They also show how it hindered her because She-Hulk when she did it, but she like you find out when it's time for her to like sleep, she goes back to is her name Jennifer Walters?
Yeah, Jennifer Walters.
So when she goes back to sleep, she wakes up as Jennifer. So she had the she like had a hungover and all the hangover, whatever you want to call it. That's cool. Because it makes sense. But I found it quick. Didn't they drink like over 30 bottles? Like it was like a whole like
bro.
Snap.
They were
they look totally chill. I think the average human would have been out by like 4, probably 3.
Probably not even 4. A whole bottle of that? That's a lot.
And I feel like they were chugging them. I don't think they were taking their sweet time with it.
They was chugging.
Yeah, bro.
Weird. I'm not a big drinker. I don't see how people could just drink and not even get drunk. But I don't see how people could just drink alcohol just to drink alcohol. I don't know why. That's just me. Like, and you're not getting drunk. What's the benefit? I don't know. That's just me. But other than that, guys, thank y'all for tuning in for episode 1 of the Geek Nation podcast. Also talking about episode 1 of She-Hulk. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you on the next episode. Actually, before we go, did you want to anything you want to say? I was not about the show, but anything else? Social media or anything like that?
Guys, podcast is back.
Like, I know, right?
I don't think y'all understand, like, bro. Like, I'm kind of proud of us because we did like 2 videos within this week alone. Like, that's never happened. Sad to say, but it happened.
Yeah, and I think it's like our setup is so much easier to like get it done. It's so much easier. Because
this is just a coincidence, but he's off today. I get off at 4, so it could have worked if we didn't have all this. But it's the fact that this was easily accessible. So you guys are definitely going to get a lot more content for sure.
Yep. But hey, guys, make sure you follow us. All our link in bios are in the description below. Subscribe to our channel, and also make sure you email us, guys. That's going to be the Geek Nation Podcast 21@gmail.com. And leave us your thoughts about the She-Hulk. So any type of theories, your thoughts about episode 1, and what we're going to do about I guess our next episode on next week. We're going to start off the show talking about your guys' theories, your guys' feedback on the show, and then we'll respond, and we'll start talking about episode 2.
All right, real quick. Speaking of that, we wanna interact with you guys more. So I definitely would say email that geeknationpodcast21@gmail.com. We're gonna have and we talked about this. There's gonna be weeks when y'all get more than one video. We're gonna have throwaway episodes. So we may have a Hasbro Pulse episode. We may have a Rating Marvel Legend episode. That's something I'll do more. But we always want to do a Q&A for you guys. So email geeknationpodcast21@gmail.com and just ask us any questions that you want, and we're going to answer them. Yeah. If you want to have a specific question for Dopest Geek, go for it, or for me. But just email us a bunch of questions. That's content that we can give to you guys, because we flat out said we want to interact with you guys more. So that's just what I wanted to add to it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Yep, most definitely. I was just about to say, make sure when you send us emails, put it in the subject line. So subject, if it's the subject's concerning She-Hulk, put that in the subject. If this is just a general question, just make sure so it can kind of help us out to weed out through the emails that we get. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and end this podcast. I know we've been trying to end this podcast for the past 10 minutes. So other than that, peace out, guys. We catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace out, everyone.
People of Earth, this is Galactus speaking, and thank you for listening to the Geek Nation podcast. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and if you have any thoughts or theories, please email geeknationpodcast21@gmail.com, or this planet will perish by the might of Galactus.